because I firmly believe that this work is just important. We live in a world where the institutional abuse of animals has become so common that we just put it out of our minds, or we just try to become immune to it. Sometimes I visit this amazing American website. It's called abolitionistapproach.com. And I visit it just as a reminder, because what it does is it has a counter that starts going the moment you click on the site, and it counts the number of animals that have been killed since you arrived on the site. And the number wears by so quickly that before you can process what it's doing, it's into the thousands. It's unbelievably quick, and it's just a reminder to me of what we're facing in the world. It's not just, of course, the killing. There's, of course, the issue of the institutional abuse that Sue has spoken of so eloquently, that the more I study the relationship between animals and the law, the more serious I realize that the problem really is. And, of course, as Sue mentioned, I believe the law has helped, unfortunately, to play a critical role in legitimizing the situation. And that's what this book really tries to do. I undertook this project because I thought it was vital to show people, and especially the lawyers, judges, and politicians who have really the ability to help change this, that it's an area of real social concern and real legal concern as well. These are important legal questions that need to be asked. Animal welfare law that's been a part of this country's legal backdrop now for over 100 years, it continues to fail for reasons that most people don't understand or are even aware of, to provide real protection from cruelty. And it's regularly, I have a file of press clippings in my office where the Minister of Agriculture gets up and says that we have the highest standards in the world and we have a wonderful system of protection. And what our book has tried to show is that these conditions really aren't that wonderful, and to demonstrate how there are major conceptual flaws in the way in which the law operates. Now, the book is not designed to be a complete answer, but it's part of a positive trend towards some more sophisticated animal law scholarship that really points out where we're failing in our mission and perhaps offers some new solutions to some of the problems that we face. The hope is that in addition to getting people to understand why the law is fraught with difficulty, I'm hoping that we will inspire a new generation of legal scholars to follow, by the way. It's called Animal Law for Australia, A New Dialogue. And the new dialogue is the subtitle on the inside. And the reason that we called it a new dialogue was because we wanted to stimulate further discussion and debate on animal issues. Because I believe that the greatest threat to animals is simple passivity and acceptance of the status quo. It's very easy to do, and we need to start talking about these issues up front, out in the open, and in the courts and in Parliament deeply. So, and thanks to all of you for coming and making this such a special day for me. It really is one of the best days I've ever had in New Zealand, so it's really exciting. One last word before I let you go. To all those who attended, because you believe that fighting for legal and social reform regarding our current treatment of animals is a critical part of your life, like I do, and you know who you are, because you're here for that reason especially. Like you, I know that when you look around you at the world in which we live and you take stock of the conditions in which animals are kept and the enormities of the numbers of animals that are killed, it can really seem daunting. It can seem daunting that there's no progress being made. And I think days like this, where we celebrate, are really essential to recognize that we are moving forward, we are making some progress, and that the movement to provide better treatment for animals is gaining in both strength and legitimacy, and both of these are important. So most of all, I want to thank those of you in this room who made it part of your life to help the least fortunate beings in our world and try to change their conditions. You really do inspire me every day, all of you, and with your passion and dedication to this cause. So I salute you and thank you for taking on this wonderful mission. Thank you all very much.